pleasure now to invite my brother to speak.
Thank you, Delegate Shalega, Delegate Kipke. We really appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight. In 1776, our founding fathers knew that only an informed and active citizenry could preserve the ideals of the American Revolution. In the constitutions of the United States and of Maryland, they put their trust in the wisdom of the people to guide and watch over government. Today, a great and unique heritage is being kept alive all across the country by the citizens who take an active interest in their government. Now, those are not my words. These words were written and published on the back of this government pamphlet by the state of Maryland. The signatories of that passage are Senate President Mike Miller and House Speaker Michael Bush.
Amen.
This pamphlet, Your Voice in Government, was published on January 22nd, 2018, 14 days before we were arrested. The point I'm trying to make is when these words are put down and published as platitudes, they become meaningless. The reason we were arrested is because these words have fallen out of fashion. These ideas have become unpopular in Maryland. And those of us who still revere them are treated like second-class citizens because we believe in the Second Amendment. We also believe in the First Amendment. And the thing that's most significant about this is the government was doing just what governments can do when they're left unchecked. When too much power accrues to them, they become tyrannical. So last week, when 6 police cars came roaring to the curb, the lights flashing, the sirens sounding, the officers jumped out, all fully armed. They arrested us, put our hands behind our back, cuffed us so tight our hands were falling asleep, stuffed us into police cars, took us to a place we've never been, locked us in a room, and then locked us to a steel bench. And there we remained in that position, handcuffed to that bench, for 90 minutes while the other police officers, the agent of our Maryland government, rummaged through their drawers looking for blank citation documents, scrolling through an old computer looking for charges, rummaging through old binders looking for information, and at the very end, they were scrolling through their cell phones, desperately looking for some information about how to charge us, and they ended up charging us with trespassing on a public sidewalk. If that's not an oxymoron, I don't know what is. All I have to say is to the press, when you help to disable the Second Amendment in Maryland, when you grease the skids for the restrictions that have been placed on us, you are bringing about the end of the First Amendment in Maryland. Because the people who arrested us had guns, and we did not. And if you create a situation where only the government has guns, that's what's going to happen to the press. We ask the press to reconsider your attitudes, not only toward the Second Amendment in Maryland and the country, but your attitudes toward the supporters of the Second Amendment in Maryland. We support the First Amendment, and as a result, we support the press. The free press is gone after the Second Amendment is gone. Thank you.